6 hours. 6 hours. I had this mainly on in the background. I'm not trying to be that guy, but something. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right. CCXP Worlds. Woo! Yeah. They went all out, guys. They went all out. Holy shit. Yeah, that's right, guys. CCXP just ended probably about 6 minutes ago. And yeah, it was a bust. It definitely was a bust. I think we all had our hopes. We heard little talks and little murmurs here and there. Now I'm wondering anything that was teased by these, Scoopy guys, Scoopy people that are in the know. I'm wondering if the stuff that they were teasing was going to be showing up maybe during this week. We got there was supposedly maybe a reveal of the full Catwoman costume. And I'm like, all right, there was a little bit of mention from Jim Lee about the Batman during, he had a little segment, but that was about it. And he said he just can't wait to see more. But of course you can get the shirts when it was showing the Batmobile on the shirt, as part of that video. That is actually, you can actually get that shirt now. I believe so in the store that they had provided for everybody. But yes, so it started at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And yeah, I got up and I did a live stream, started up at 9:30, and I kind of went as they started going into it. And, like I said, I didn't want to be that guy. Obviously, there was a lot of things that they wanted to touch bases about. When it came to the comic books and then mainly the TV shows. And then it really started off and went on for a good 2 hours, I think. We're just talking about cartoons. And we got to realize, guys, especially us Americans over here, okay, us spoiled assholes, is some of the cartoons that they were talking about right at first, those are popular in Brazil and stuff like that. So naturally they were focusing heavily on those cartoons. And I'm trying to remember what they were called, but I can't at the top of my head right now. But those are popular cartoons within those regions. So we can't expect them to just, when I see people just going Jesus Christ, can we pick it up? It's like, hey, not just for you, okay? We're such spoiled brats. We are such spoiled brats because it's there's nothing owed to us. This is all free and everything like that, So not that big of a deal. So but so it was just all right. So that was going on, and I just kind of had it muted while I was doing other things. So nothing too bad. I was basically cleaning up and just doing my thing. And then anytime something maybe that sounded cool, all right, that's fine. Of course they talked about the future slate or future slate, whatever. That might be something I eventually will get into. I don't know, because I kind of stopped collecting comic books, and I should probably start again and just kind of maybe check out that. But we'll see. They talked about that, and then they started really getting into the TV shows. And yeah, it was. I'm not really into the CW stuff. I was at one point. I kind of looked in on the Flash panel, and I was like, man, this show is not how I left it. Man, it's does everyone have powers? Everybody, and it's just what is going on here? Where's Cisco? Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering what is happening on that show. But hey, whatever. Like I said, that's for a certain audience, and I'm just not that audience. So, nothing wrong with that. I was mainly waiting for any kind of something that could just hint at the Batman or Zack Snyder's Justice League. And there's going to be a follow-up video right after this, guys, that has to do with Zack Snyder's Justice League, that was brought to everyone's attention, that some people probably missed, but of course a lot of people actually probably saw it. But watch the next video. It's going to be about Zack Snyder's Justice League, that certain someone mentioned something, and it sounded pretty damn cool, and it was yes, this is what we've been talking about. But right now, just kind of recapping CCXP, because I think that was on something different. I don't know. A lot of things were all over the place. It was kind of what the hell, man? But yeah, Batwoman. They showed Batwoman. The star, what's her name? She like had like behind the scenes video, and of course she had to be like wearing her, like everybody was wearing their masks. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Even though they probably got tested that morning and passed. But you can't show a video like that without wearing a mask because you'll be canceled. So, which whatever. But they did all that. I'm trying to remember like there's anything. I mean, okay, so they did, when it came to the movies, they did have a sizzle reel right at the beginning, like a little trailer. And that was kind of like, all right, is this you're actually showing what we're actually going to be seeing here? And I'm trying to find it here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so there's a couple things here, guys. All right, so here we go. There was a little tease of Godzilla versus Kong. Okay. And this is what we saw. We saw a shot of this, which is awesome, and a shot of this, which is also awesome. In action, that's why it's a little blurry, okay? So, yeah. We also saw this right here. These aren't real, but they're pretty damn awesome. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty cool. But one will fail. One will fall, sorry. You will fail. But you know what's funny about this May 21st date? I am, if my sources are correct, this is actually the date for Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla versus Kong. This might be because I ran it by one of the sources, and he kind of said like, yeah, that should be it. So maybe whoever made this actually got word on when this damn thing was actually going to be coming out. So it might be May 21st. I mean, like I said, I don't know if that was 100%, but look forward to it. It is a Friday, and yeah, why not put it in May? I don't know if that's the thing when it comes to all this. Like, what else are they gonna show? I'm trying to think if there's anything. Yeah, there's a movie Twist that stars Raph Law, which is Jude Law's son. Looked pretty good. I'll admit that. Some art right there. Okay, so I made this. I put this tweet right here because I keep seeing people going on about the debate. Oh man. Going on the debate. I still have my reaction. I still have my reaction thing behind me. Sorry. Up. Do it like that. Do it like that. Up. I fucked up. Where's it at? Yeah. Here. Well, anyways, I don't really need to do that. But no, but so I was like, because I always see people like who's going to win back and forth. Some people are like, Kong's going to get his ass kicked. Kong's going to get his ass kicked. And I'm like, well, guys, you got to think about it. It's right there in the titles. Okay. It's right there in the titles. Okay. So the last movie we got with Godzilla, it's Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So he basically was crowned King of the Monsters. Okay. And both movies that have Kong in it, there's no King Kong, right? There's just Kong, Skull Island, and then Godzilla versus Kong. That means he's going to get that title of king, and he'll be called King Kong because he's going to take it from that lizard right there, guys. Mic drop. No. I'm just fucking around. I mean, obviously, some people say like, oh yeah, but in Kong Skull Island or something like that, they called him king. I don't know. Logistics, okay? Semantics. All right, guys, you fucking nerds. All right, I'm just saying. None of the movies have King Kong in it, and I think he's going to get that crown. I'm just saying. He's going to get that crown from the King of the Monsters. But anyway, so you got those shots and then those fan-made posters, but I'm pretty sources are correct. That is the date that it's coming out. So there's at least a little bit of something. Who knows when we're going to get that first fucking trailer? I think I have a theory on that I'll get to. Okay, so when it came to the movies, then it finally went fully to the movies, and there was a Suicide Squad panel, and awesome. James Gunn still didn't realize that he needs to just use his indoor voice. He doesn't need to yell. And then, of course, maybe get a microphone. This is not that expensive. You're a cajillionaire making these movies. Just pick yourself up a good mic. That's all. So it's not all echoey in your house. With you looking like Mr. Slade Wilson. Yeah. Well, that's what'll happen when the pandemic starts and people are questioning your tweets. Your hair just turns white. So they had the panel on and it was all cool. It was all edited. You saw some more behind the scenes footage. James Gunn did mention that his cut is finished, but they're working on finishing up the VFX, music, and all the other stuff, sound mixing, because that's how directors say it. They have a full-on cut, but they had to finish all the little fancy stuff. See how that works? If you want to refer back to something when people were like, no, it's done. It's fucking done, man. It's done. It's like, well, no, it's done in a sense. Start to finish, you can actually watch it, but there might be little things that need to be filled in all along the way. It's just the way it is. There's a finished cut. But so then I was like, okay, so why not just show a trailer? Why not just show a trailer? It would make sense for them to show a trailer, but they did not. Sadly, I was ready too. I actually did like a pre-recorded thing, and I was like letting you guys, I was like, hey, so they might do it, and if I'm going to jump cut it to when they actually show it. If not, you're not going to see that video. So you're not going to see that video. Sadly, it's okay. I just wasn't wearing my my Marty McFly future hat in that video. I was just wearing, just had my fluffy hair because I need a damn haircut. But okay, so then no mention of the Batman, just from Jim Lee when he was talking about that. He was talking about the excitement of like bringing in the multiverse and everything like that. Then all of a sudden they go to the Flash, and I'm like, okay, oh wait, what are you gonna get from the Flash? Nah, it was just a nice little message from Andy Muschietti. That's all. Just saying that he's looking forward to it. It's going to take the multiverse into a crazy level, and that's pretty much it. So nothing really new there, and it was kind of interesting. It just showed the concept art that we saw at DC Fandom, and then it came to Wonder Woman 84, which you knew that was going to be the bigger panel. And there was, it had all the cast there and Patty Jenkins. It was cool. And then they had like this somewhat, not really a new trailer. It was more like a TV spot with added footage, which I, of course, did a reaction to before this video was posted. So hopefully you guys watch that. And then, Pedro Pascal he rounded it out with the interviews, and that was about it, man. So it was a bust. And I forgot to mention that, of course, talked about the video games. They talked about Arkham Knights, Gotham Knights, right? And that sounded all cool. There was a lot that they had to do with that, and other video games too. But yeah, so it was kind of a bust, guys. I mean, I think we got spoiled like a motherfucker when it came to Fandom, but at the same time, I don't think they really knew what they wanted to do here. So my theory, guys, here is my theory of why we didn't get any new trailers, or really not like too much. It was almost like very half-assed. Like they just were like, just give a little bit, and who cares? I thought I heard somewhere that after the success, the hugely successful DC Fandom, that all of a sudden there was like copyright going out to like get the names of other fandoms. And I thought I could have swore I heard an HBO Max fandom. So I'm wondering if WarnerMedia and HBO Max is going to have their own personal virtual show in the vein of DC Fandom. Because obviously they work with them, and it was like, and they'll have like an actual legit, because one of the biggest problems too was, the translating of the panels when it came to CCXP, man, the people who were dubbing it should have just had subtitles. Fucking A, dude, because the overdubbing was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like the people reading it, horrible. A lot of things were horrible about it. And so, yeah, that was one of the big things that was like, geez, it was very cringy to watch. But anyways, I think there's going to be a fandom or an HBO Max fandom. I don't know. They have to. After this big announcement, and they have 17 movies that are going to be releasing next year simultaneously on HBO Max as well as movie theaters, they're going to have to do something and just kind of like show everybody something and show trailers and everything. I think that's when we're going to get that Suicide Squad trailer. That's when we're going to get that Godzilla versus Kong trailer. Maybe we'll get something more from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to Zack Snyder's Justice, like I said, follow-up video that's going to come after this little recap. I'm going to talk about certain things that we're talking about that, and then maybe some other little information that I found out too, guys. So make sure you click into that. But yeah, so there you go, guys. I think that's what's going to happen. I think WarnerMedia and HBO Max is going to have their very own virtual event that's going to talk about those 17 movies. And that's what they need to do. That's really what they need to do. We're in this new paradigm. We had this paradigm shift, and it's all online. Look what I'm doing right now. Look what I always do with the live stream stuff. And hey, anybody out there who has, I have a little bit of WarnerMedia connection or Warner Brothers connection. Anybody want to recommend me? I would love to interview some people, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. But that's all. That's pretty much it right there. So let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. What did you think about CCXP Worlds? Did you enjoy yourself? hopefully some of the panels were fine. It just seemed like a bust. Definitely felt like a bust. And but you can't complain because it was all free and everything like that. So can't fully complain. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Follow me in the sock meds down below. I just while all this was happening, I updated the Facebook page. So now full on Film Junkie Facebook page. I'm going to be posting my stuff on there. So if you want to join that page, do so. And yeah, there's that. And then, of course, the Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon to help out the pirate ship, I surely would appreciate that. And then, of course, merchandise down below. All right, guys. Talk to you later.